Ara History Untold is a historical 4X like no other, blending epic-scale nation-building with detailed resource chain management into an unforgettable strategy game experience. In response to player feedback, we present to you the Living Strategy Update, version 1.4. This free update aims to raise the overall quality of the game in a substantial and fundamental way. Living Strategy focuses on improving map generation and readability, providing better tools to reduce excessive micromanagement, a dramatic increase to the computer opponent's game AI, deeper and more transparent combat mechanics, optimizations to the graphics engine, increased game simulation speed for quicker turn resolution, and more. In this video, we're going to take a look at these features and improvements as you build your mighty nation from humble beginnings to a glorious victory. First up, the map generator has been greatly improved to increase the amount of strategically distinct regions by around twice as many as before, with a smarter distribution of resources and better placement of player starting locations. You'll now find more rivers winding their way through your world too. We've also updated the Earth map to be more realistic looking and ensure game elements are all properly placed and balanced, ensuring the game plays well no matter which nation you pick. These improved maps should increase the density of tactical decision making and the overall strategic depth in your interactions with the other players as you expand your burgeoning empire. Put simply, better maps mean better games of Ara. Ara seamlessly blends a traditional historical 4X map view with a unique living world close-up perspective, allowing you to zoom in and inspect everything you have created on your journey to greatness. We've improved this with our new Living Strategy view to ensure that the player doesn't have to search for critical information even while enjoying those great visuals, blending elements of the living world close-up perspective with the broader strategic overview. Living world elements scale out as the player zooms out to keep essential information visible at all times. Armies are no longer just represented by banners on the map. Now, there's a detailed 3D army model that can be viewed no matter the zoom level and are easier to see. City and improvement banners are now clearer to see and read on the map, with improved zoom behaviour and critical information available at a glance, such as a city's quality of life statistics or an improvement's production output. You'll now see how many turns remain until a city or improvement completes its next production target too. Roads are now properly built from start to finish, and side roads are more visually distinct, and we've made many changes to improvement and unit scaling to reduce visual clutter and improve readability. Cities in general look better now, and modern era cities are more densely built up to better represent real-world population density, but you'll experience better performance in the endgame in general. The Living Strategy Update addresses community feedback over the strength of the computer opponent's game AI, particularly in the late game phase where players generally felt that it wasn't able to keep up with them in a satisfying way. The AI will now better develop its cities to be more prosperous and thriving, and has a better grasp of the resource economy, properly managing its improvements to ensure ingredient and crafting booster usage isn't going to stall its economy. In preparation for war, the AI players will build larger army formations than before, and are much more adept at the art of war once one does break out. Aggressive nations are particularly inclined to build more armies and pose a far greater threat as a result. The computer opponent will also decommission scouts when they're no longer useful, and will no longer try to bribe you while you're at war. The game AI should now be a lot more competent throughout the game. You'll generally find the game more challenging overall, as the AI forces you to make more nuanced strategic decisions from game start right through to the finish as you race your opponents for a place on the podium. We've made serious efforts to reduce excessive micromanagement when interacting with the supply chain management system. Citizens have better AI and can automatically select items from your resource inventories to self-supply dwellings, crafters and harvesters based on their immediate needs. Citizen behaviour can be guided with in-game policies too, and these policies will override a citizen's preference, so you can still manage these yourself if you want. This will be a welcome addition for players who don't like to manually manage all those improvements in their cities, and should dramatically reduce excessive micromanagement. And for those who do enjoy that, this new option can be deactivated completely. Ara History Untold's combat system has been tweaked, and the battle panel updated with new functionality. As a result, combat is now both deeper and easier for you to read. Armies now have the option to disengage from battle, while the battle panel has been overhauled with a new battle advantage section. Here, the player can access tooltips that explain how the various combat mechanics currently in play all work together. When armies are using different damage types in combat, the battle panel will now show those too. This improved battle viewer will ensure that the results of your decisions made before combat starts are much easier to analyse, and this should make for a more exciting combat system overall, allowing you to experiment with different army compositions to face your opponents with. As part of a greater push to improve Ara's overall performance, the graphics engine has been optimised to reduce GPU memory usage. You'll notice a much improved frame rate stability, particularly in Act 3 when cities are larger and more densely packed with detail. We've also improved the game's scene rendering to sharpen up its visuals overall. Coupled with the improvements to the living strategy view, Ara has never looked so good. Version 1.4 makes numerous adjustments to the game's simulation to decrease overall CPU usage, turn processing times, and increase user interface responsiveness. The overall effect will be a smoother experience for you as you play, allowing you to properly focus on strategic decision making and enjoying the simulation free of lag or slowdown. Finally, as you'd expect, the Living Strategy update includes many bug fixes to address problems found and reported by the community. We've also made another substantial balance pass to make adjustments for all the changes implemented in Living Strategy, and to ensure the game's pacing and challenge is properly tuned for you all. This is a massive patch, with the balance and bug fix pass containing changes too numerous to list here. But a link to the full changelog can be found in the description to this video for you to check out at your leisure. We hope you enjoyed this free update to Ara History Untold.